Even with what's happened, you gotta smile when you see that man perform. We're remembering Danny Gans, who died suddenly this morning at the age of 52. The news has shocked fans as well as performers who knew him and respected him. One of them, of course, Terry Fator, who replaced Danny Gans at the Mirage. And Terry, our paths have crossed a couple of times. I'm sorry that this is one of those circumstances that it has to be this way, but just your thoughts on what happened today.
Oh, it's such a shock. I mean, you don't expect something like this to happen. I mean, Danny was a huge influence on me. I wouldn't be here without him because it was like 3-4 years ago. I came to Las Vegas, saw him perform, and said, "Wow, I can do that." So without him, I wouldn't be here. And I just, you know, his star shined brightly, and I hope to just continue shining that same beacon forth in his name. Hopefully, I mean, I feel like that his legacy lives on through entertainers like myself.
Well, you had spoken about the rivalry that you have, but it's not really a rivalry, it's a friendly rivalry.
Absolutely. No.
And your success and his success, everybody, the entertainment industry in Las Vegas feeds off itself.
Exactly. And yeah, it was a good-natured rivalry. I mean, I've met Danny, and the saddest part is that, at least to me, is that a couple of weeks ago I talked to my stage manager, and I called him up and I said, "Listen, I want to call Danny and take him out to lunch and get to know him a little bit and kind of pick his brain and find out what I need to know about being here." And he gave me his number, and I just never called. I just kept putting it off and thinking, "I'll do it next week," and now there is no next week, and I'm just heartbroken. I'm really, really heartbroken.
I'd go out on a limb and probably guess that maybe one of the things that you would talk about is the grind. It has to be such a grind to do what you do and keep it fresh night in and night out. And he was just such a professional at that.
He was a hard worker, and I'm a hard worker too. It's a grind, but to me it's less of a grind than what I used to do. I used to travel all over and bring my show to schools and fairs, and I love this. I don't miss the travel. And
well, that's one of the reasons he liked working in Las Vegas.
I know. Yeah, same with me. And you know, Danny will never be forgotten, and he's going to live on in all of the people that he influenced, whether it's in the entertainment industry or just his generous nature. He was very involved in charities and everything, and I know that there's a lot of people that he had a profound impact on, myself.
He meant a lot more to the community than, I mean, you think about just in terms of how many people made it a point to come to Las Vegas to go see Danny Gans.
Exactly.
And what he did to the community in that way too.
Boy, it's shocking. I'll tell you that I got the news this morning, and it made me just want to immediately call my family and my friends and just say, "Hey, I love you. I love you. I really want you to know that," because
Terry, before we run out of time, I know that really it hasn't had a lot of time to sink in, but any thoughts on just anything specifically that you or some of the other people around town plan to do to remember him?
Well, I'm going to the next 2 nights. I'm going to dedicate the show to Danny because, again, he influenced me. He was a big influence on me. An incredible entertainer, an incredible human being, and both shows are going to be dedicated to him. And my heart just goes out to his family. I don't know what to do. I know I'll be praying for him. I will. And I know Danny lives on. He was a Christian. I'm a Christian. I believe that he's in a better place. I don't know how long he's going to be hanging around the earth, but if he wants to come and see my show, I'd love to have him, and I'll do him proud.
Terry, thank you. Thank you for stopping by today. It's such a tough time.